Hi, I just wanted to talk a little bit today about why I'm on testosterone and what changes that I expect. So, I am on testosterone because my gender does not match my sex assigned at birth. If you don't know the difference between these things, gender is generally considered socially constructed. They're kind of roles that people take. And in Western society, we kind of have certain expectations and stereotypes for male people and certain stereotypes and expectations for people we consider female. And sex is a little more complicated. A lot of people assume that sex is binary, that XX is female and XY is male. And that's not strictly speaking true. It's really more of a gradient, and there are a lot of characteristics that we tend to assign to male and a lot of characteristics that we tend to assign to female. There are a lot of reasons why you wouldn't be exactly in this gender binary or sex binary, including intersex individuals and gene expression and a whole lot of other things that I can make another video about in the future if people are interested. But what it really boils down to is that based off hormones and chromosomes and a lot of other things, we tend to be assigned a sex at birth, and this can be either male or female. We are starting to recognize that more and more people, or not necessarily more and more people, but I think it's more accepted to be intersex. And you can be intersex chromosomally or hormonally or any other things. Now, as far as I know, I am not intersex. I was assigned female at birth. And for a lot of my life, I was gender nonconforming, which I was just a very masculine woman. And just to be clear, gender expression and gender and sex are not related. You can have a very butch woman, a very feminine woman, and the same thing for masculine people. But as I got older, I started to realize that my gender or my idea of self did not match the sex that I was assigned at birth. And so I really started questioning if I was non-binary. And I think the conclusion that I came to, at least for this point in my life where I'm at, is that I am transmasculine. So I don't wholly identify as a transgender man. I identify as someone whose gender identity is more male. And I've decided to go on testosterone because that's going to bring me physical characteristics that more align with my internal sense of self. Some of the changes that I expect to happen on testosterone are things like a deeper voice. I will grow facial hair and body hair. I'll also have some fat redistribution, so my face should get a little leaner. My body fat in general will go from less of a pear shape, and it'll move more towards the middle, like a guy carries their weight, like a spare tire. I'll put on more muscle. My skin will get coarser. I will have oilier skin. There will be some changes in libido because I will have more testosterone in my body, which will change my estrogen levels. It will eventually suppress my estrogen, which means I won't have periods or other things that a lot of assigned female people have. It can potentially make me infertile. I can potentially have male pattern baldness. I will lose some hair no matter what because my hairline will change to a more masculine hairline. Some of these changes are going to start in the next few weeks. Things like a deeper voice. Facial hair will start popping up. It could take anywhere from a year to 10 years to really thicken up, just like any other guy. It depends on genetics. The hair loss will probably start, but I won't really experience male pattern baldness until about a year. Body fat redistribution, from what my research, should start happening about 2 or 3 months. My face will swell up, and then things will start changing. It really takes losing weight and then gaining it back, from what I understand, to have significant changes at this point in life, just because I am a little older to be transitioning, not to say that I'm old. And there are more things. There are things to do with genitals that I don't really feel comfortable going into right now. But you're more than welcome to look those up. There is some information out there now. It's not very commonly spoken about because obviously it's a very sensitive topic. And as far as that goes, there are surgeries, masculinization surgeries and gender confirming surgeries that my insurance doesn't cover right now. And there are things that I am thinking about pursuing in the future. It is generally considered rude to ask a transgender person where they are in their medical transition and how they are choosing to transition. Everybody makes their own decisions based off what's best for them. I am more than happy to answer questions from my friends and family, and that's one of the reasons that I've decided to make this video. But if you wouldn't ask it of somebody who wasn't transgender, I probably wouldn't ask it of somebody who is. So this is my day one on testosterone video, and I hope it helped someone out.